Hello, wonderful people. Andy here. I coach people on building lives of abundance and joy. If we can all do it, you sure as hell can too. I got this nice email, and let's read this out and celebrate this guy's win. So he says, Hey Andy, I've been following you for the past 2 years and slowly baby stepping my way to improving my dating life through your guides. Brilliant, especially the baby step thing. Guys, I say this all the time, but so many or everything I've ever achieved has just been a series of baby steps. Like, it hasn't always been super glamorous. I haven't always been the person that takes a ton of action. I've just taken a tiny little bit of action most days or almost every day, and that adds up over time. So all of this stuff that any of you might want to achieve is literally just a series of baby steps. So brilliant. He goes on to say, yesterday I did my first cold approach. Amazing, my friend. Cute girl sat at a bench on her phone, and after an eternity, more like 2 minutes pondering, I had my fuck it moment. Yeah, so this is exactly what I put in my approach anxiety program to help teach you how to talk to women. Or I could say to teach you how to learn to approach and hit on women. So if you go onto my blog, you got this one here. It's one of the recent articles, My Approach Anxiety Program. And it really isn't complicated. It's literally just at the start, give yourself permission to suck. Go out there every day and just think about hitting on women. You know, obviously, if you can already hit on women, go do that. But if you can't do that, walk around thinking about hitting on women. Imagine that you're hitting on a woman. Start giving yourself that exposure therapy in your mind and start getting acquainted with the idea of like, okay, am I going to actually hit on a woman? Tell her that she's cute, ask her for her phone number. You go out, you think about it a bunch. And if you still can't do it, that's okay. You keep trying every single day. And at some point, then you start making eye contact with some women. Then you start smiling at some of them. Then you start giving some of them a compliment. And then from there, some of them, you start making some small talk, give them a compliment, ask for a phone number. That's it. That's all this really is. It doesn't have to be glamorous. So you usually end up having that fuck it moment, which is the whole point of my approach anxiety program, is to get you out there and just like thinking about it and then starting to smile and then starting to give compliments. And then at some point you have a fuck it moment where you go, fuck it, I'm just going to go tell that girl that she's pretty. And you just do it. This is what happens with almost every single guy that I've ever worked with. If I can just get you out there on the front lines, out there in public, thinking about saying hello to some women, if I can just get you to stay out there for enough collective hours, you know, you go out for maybe a couple of hours every day or an hour every day, whatever you can do, even if you've only got half an hour a day, that's fine. Go out for half an hour. If I can get you out there for enough collective hours, at some point you will almost like accidentally hit on a woman. You'll have that fuck it moment. I've seen this time and time again with everyone that I've ever coached. So yeah, I absolutely love this. And to be clear, this guy's email, this guy isn't like a coaching client. This is just an email that I got. I went up to her and I said, hey, excuse me, I thought you were cute and I wanted to say hi. And I'm sure he said it in exactly that voice, just like that. And I'm sure he's wearing like a yellow Kirby beanie, just like I am. And she was like, wow, look at your Kirby beanie. You're so sexy, Mr. Man. Wow, can I please like give you my phone number? And he was like, yeah, babe, of course you can. And I got plenty more Kirby beanies where this come from. And she's like, wow, how many do you have? And he was like, I have two. I have a yellow one and a pink one. Okay. And then they lived happily ever after. That's exactly how it went. So, hey, I thought you were cute. Want to say hi? She looked up and laughed and said hi back. I asked, are you single? She said no. I replied, okay, no worries. I will see you later. Good shit. You see how this isn't amazing? You see how he's not super smooth? He didn't say anything cool. You really don't need to. And being smooth and getting decent at talking to other human beings is just something that you earn with practice. You know, you become competent the more you do it. You become confident the more you do it. So I love this. He's just gotten in there and being completely honest. You're cute. Hello, are you single? Okay, I hope you have a nice day. That's all this is, guys. Like, this isn't some complicated, insane thing where you have to do an amazing job and you have to be perfect and some fucking Casanova. No, some people just aren't available. As this girl said, no, I'm not single. And so it really wouldn't have mattered what he said. She just was not single. You know, she was not available. And some women who are into you or happen to just like you right off the bat, almost anything that you can say, you guys will end up going on a date. Like, you really don't have to be perfect. And so the more you do this, you come to see that, like, yes, to some degree, what you say might affect things let's say 50%. Let's say if we're comparing the guy who is the absolute worst at talking to other human beings, like he's just not very smooth or good at it, if we compare him to a guy who's the absolute best in the entire universe at talking to other people, sure, maybe there's like a 50 or 100% difference there. But do you know what makes a 1000% difference? Talking to 10 times as many people. You know what makes a freaking 2000% difference? Talking to 20 times as many people. So the more you go out there and talk to people, the higher your chances. The numbers game trumps all, and you really don't have to be smooth with this shit. I, by the way, am not smooth with anything. I say this all the time. I am not smooth, especially on a date. When I want to kiss someone, I literally just say, "You're so pretty, can I kiss you?" You know, Imogen and I went on a couple of dates over the last like month. We've been on like we've dated 3 new people. We've met 3 new people. And all 3 of them, I was not smooth. I was just like, "You're so pretty, can I kiss you?" And they were like, "Okay." And then we kissed them. Like, not smooth, not good, doesn't need to be. You know, having sex, literally just, "Do you want to come back to my apartment? We can try some stuff and fool around, try some BDSM. We can teach you some stuff." Like, I'm not smooth. I'm not a Casanova. You really don't have to be. When I'm bringing people into my coaching program, I will literally just say to them, you know, when I do like a coaching call with them, one of the $200 coaching calls, at the end of those calls, I literally just say, "Is the coaching program something that you're interested in?" That's it. It's not smooth. I don't need to be. I don't need to have some fucking sales techniques or flashy like marketing or any of that bullshit. I just say, "Do you want the coaching program?" Basically. And so that's all we're really doing here. You're walking up to a woman and just offering the chance to talk to you, the chance to get to know you, the chance to go on a date with you, maybe the chance to have sex and have a great experience, whatever it is that you're looking for. You're just offering someone else that opportunity. And if they say no, it's not a rejection. They just, like in this case, not available. "No, I'm not single." It's got nothing to do with you. It's not a rejection. So yeah, I love this. Walk up to people, offer them, you know, a conversation, offer them a chance to get to know you, offer them sex, whatever it is that you're offering. Great. She said, "Have a good day," with the biggest smile on her face. Yeah, most women are absolute sweethearts, and you really come to see this when you hit on lots of them, or when you date a lot of them, or when you have a lot of sex, or when you get into a relationship especially. Also, I just noticed I am incredibly fucking blue on this side of my face, aren't I? I have a new light set up, and I'm gonna turn it down. There we go. That's a little better. So, yeah, I did a video on this recently, what I'm talking about here, with women being really nice. This video here, it was called "Women Are Actually Really Nice." And I talked about how when I first started hitting on women and approaching them and just, you know, increasing my sex life, working on my dating life, I was really terrified of rejection. And I think all I really wanted at the start was to just have a woman be nice to me. You know, I'd had a couple of relationships that maybe weren't super happy. I wasn't happy. She wasn't happy. They weren't happy. And I think I just really wanted to go out there and be able to talk to some women in public and hopefully have them just not hurt me. Like, just not break my fucking heart, you know, laugh at me or tell me that I'm an ugly piece of shit and that I shouldn't be hitting on them. You know, I had all these fears, which a lot of people do. And when it came to dating apps, same thing. I thought, I just want a couple of matches and maybe these women are nice to me and maybe we meet up and we have some sex and we date and that would be nice. That's all I wanted. And women surprised me with how unbelievably nice they are. And later on, you know, as the years went by, I came to see that most people in general are really nice. Guys are really fucking nice too. But we're obviously talking about dating women here. And all of my fears that I had around women hurting me or yelling at me or telling me that I was unworthy or unlovable, none of that really came true. And I just came to see that most women just wanted other people to, or want other people to be happy. And when I would hit on them, they could see the level of courage that it took. And so they'd be quite nice about it. They would let me down gently if they could. Like this woman, you know, has with this guy. She said, like, you know, "I'm not single, like, have a good day." This is what most people are like. You know, you tell them, "Hey, I thought you're cute." And they're like, "Hi," like, "Thank you." Or, you know, the number of women and the number of coaching clients who've told me they run into the same thing. The number of women that will literally pat you on the back and say, "Good job hitting on me. I'm not available, but go talk to more women. This is amazing. Like, thank you for coming up and telling me that I'm pretty. That's really sweet of you. I can't believe that you just came up to me and told me that I look nice or that I'm cute or I'm pretty or I'm hot or whatever it is. So thank you for saying that." and they will be unbelievably encouraging and loving. Yes, there are some people out there who maybe won't give you the best reaction, or they'll just ignore you. That's okay. They're probably just busy, or they're not available, or they're in a bad mood. You know, God knows we've all been in a bad mood from time to time. And if you go out to bars or to clubs, yes, generally speaking, you get a little bit more of an attitude from some people. I'll phrase it like that. You know, some people are a little bit drunk. Most people in clubs and bars at night are on drugs. That is what alcohol is. It is a drug, obviously. You have a whole bunch of people on drugs. Some of them are not nice, but they're trying their best. They're not, you know, trying to break your fucking heart. They're just going through some stuff, or they're on drugs, or they're grumpy, or they're tired, or they just want to be left alone, or whatever. But the vast majority of human beings, particularly if we're talking about during the daytime outside, are so unbelievably nice. Guys and girls. Again, we're talking about hitting on women here, but most guys and most girls are really genuinely nice people who are just trying to do their best, and will let you down easy, and will be polite to you, and will often be really nice to you. And sometimes they will even say yes to you. They'll say, I'd love to give you my number. And you're like, how the fuck did this work? I don't even know you. I'm a stranger to you. You're a stranger to me. I just walked up to you and told you that you're pretty. And then 3 minutes later, I have your phone number. What the fuck? And then you send them a text and say, it was great meeting you. And they're like, it was great meeting you too. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is she telling me that it was great meeting me? What the hell? And then you go, do you want to grab a coffee on Friday at 5 p.m.? And she goes, okay, maybe not having a coffee at 5 p.m. That might ruin your sleep. But she goes, sure, let's grab a bubble tea at 5 p.m. And you go, what the fuck? Like, okay, do you want to meet me at this cafe? And she goes, sure. And you're like, why the hell is she saying yes? She meets you, you give her a hug, you tell her she looks really pretty, you guys have a great date. At the end of it, you say, do you want to come back to my place? Or maybe you save that for the second or the third date, depending on what you want to do. And then you guys have sex and you have this beautiful connection together. And you're like, holy crap, I made this happen. I didn't even know this person. This person was a goddamn stranger. And I walked up to them, and now we've had this connection, and now we get to keep building this beautiful connection. Isn't that incredible? And that's basically what this is. That's literally what this guy is starting to do. And so big pat on the back to this guy. This guy is absolutely amazing for doing this. And as he goes on to say, I realize now that cold approaching is just complimenting girls. Yeah, all you're really doing is walking up to people and offering them a chance to get to know you better. That's all this is. It doesn't have to be some big crazy thing. You, by the way, don't even have to compliment someone. I recommend you do, but you don't have to. You know, you don't have to walk up and say you're pretty. You can just walk up and be like, hi, I'm Andy. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. Are you single? Do you want to grab a coffee with me? I'd still compliment people. Complimenting people is just a nice thing to do. It feels nice when we get compliments. So why the fuck wouldn't we give compliments out to other people? It's also a really nice way to make it obvious that you are actually hitting on the person, rather than just like asking for directions or just having a general conversation. You know, people will sometimes come up to me and just start a general conversation, because why not? Like, you talk to strangers. So I like giving compliments to people so they can tell that I'm actually hitting on them and not just starting a friendly conversation. But yeah, that's all this is, guys. Like, walk up to someone, tell them that they're pretty or cute or whatever it is you want to say. Talk to them for a minute or two and then say, do you want to grab a coffee with me sometime? Or you can do what this guy said and right off the bat, you know, hey, you're really cute. Are you single? And if they say no, great. It was really nice to meet you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Like, thank you for talking to me. If they say, yeah, I am single. Why do you ask? Because I want to fucking just fucking do crazy shit with you. Okay, woman, just Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, but we can't talk about that yet because we don't know each other very much. But I would love to get to know you. And then if we like each other, fuck, woman, we just like do crazy shit to each other. And she'll be like, wow, fuck yes, please wear that yellow beanie during sex. And you're like, no, the beanie stays off during sex. The beanie is for outside, not inside. Although I'm inside right now, aren't I? Inside the bedroom, no beanies. So he goes on to say, I want to work up to 20 girls a week, but I need to be consistent with one girl a day for now. Yep, sure. I also took a big step last month and bought a DSLR camera. It's actually technically a mirrorless camera. I keep calling it. So this is like the camera that he's referring to. I have two of these. One is my camera and one is the one that you're looking through right now. But this is actually a mirrorless camera, but I keep calling it a DSLR because if you look through, am I going to be able to show you? No, I'm not. Yes, I can. I can turn it on. There's actually no mirror in there. There's just like straight up the sensor on the back. So there's no fucking mirror. So yeah, I keep calling it a DSLR camera. I know in the Tinder guide, but it is technically a mirrorless camera, but whatever. None of you fucking nerds care about that. So he's bought a camera so that he can take some nice pictures for his dating, I assume, for his dating apps or Instagram or whatever. Kind regards, and thanks for helping me, Daniel. Awesome email, my friend. Thank you for writing this. I really appreciate, by the way, when any of you send me an email or leave a comment, tell me what you've been working on, what you've achieved, what you're happy with. I really like getting those little updates from all of you, so thank you. I get plenty of them a week, probably like one a day, from someone telling me, hey, I did this, hey, this worked out, hey, I worked on this, hey, I achieved this. So much love to all of you. I appreciate you very, very, very much. If you would like even more pushing with any of this stuff, with talking to girls, any of that sort of stuff, come join the coaching program. I have little trial run testing sort of coaching calls. If you want to just do a one-off coaching call with me, they're like $200. That's sort of like a little trial to see what coaching might be like. And you get to sit down with me for as long as we need to talk, a couple of hours if we need to. I will go over anything you want to work on. I will push you like crazy, give you a plan of action. I promise I can change your life even in just an hour or two. I think you'd be surprised, some of you, how much we're able to cover in just a couple of hours on a coaching call. Obviously, if you're ready for the big hardcore proper, all-in, change your life coaching program, now is the right time. Sign up. We have payment plans if you need something like that to help you join. If you want to talk about it more, you can jump on a free call with me and we can go over anything you're worried about, any concerns you might have, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm here. You're very welcome to use me and the rest of the coaches and the rest of the coaching program to push you to greatness. It's what I'm here for. As always, ladies and gentlemen, go out there, crush those goals, and why not go say hello to a cute girl today? You might be surprised at how well it goes. You might be surprised at how nice she is. And some of you, if enough of you do it, you might be surprised that one of them actually says, sure, I'll go on a date with you. And you end up meeting some beautiful human being, forming some great connection, having wild, kinky sex with yellow beanies and, Kirby plushies in the background. Look at this Kirby plushie. You too could meet a girl and have sex with Kirby watching. And I know you all want that. Look at this boy. Yeah. Go talk to girls, guys. Go say hello to some women. Yeah.